Hi there, Leonard Payne here. Well, it's been quite a few years since I've launched anything on Warrior Forum. The reason why, and mea culpa, mea maxima culpa, by the way, is that I've been really involved in looking at the whole world of cult marketing. Notice I say cult marketing, not cult branding. Cult branding is one thing, it's a part of cult marketing, but cult marketing is far, far wider than this. And I've been doing some work on this and looking at how businesses adopt very similar tactics to real religious cults. It's quite strange in a way, but there's a lot of things that you can do quite legitimately that needs to that you can do to actually encourage thousands of people to promote your product rather rabidly. One of the lessons that I've learnt is that it needs to be exclusive. People need to feel they're part of the inner crowd. Which brings me on to Cat Shit Coffee. This is a coffee known as Kopi Luwak or civet coffee. It refers to coffee that includes part digested coffee cherries eaten and defecated, as in shitted out, by the Asian palm civet, a kind of cat. Very high prices, $700 a kilogram, crazy, and it's highly prized. But the taste? Well, in the coffee industry, Kopi Luwak is widely regarded as a gimmick. It's a novelty item. And the Specialty Coffee Association of America states there is, quote, a general consensus within the industry that it just tastes bad. A coffee professional cited was able to compare the same beans with and without the Kopi Luwak process using an evaluation. He said it was apparent that the Luwak coffee sold for the story, not for the superior quality. Sold for the story. Hold that in mind. That's important. Tim Carman, food writer for the Washington Post, reviewed Kopi Luwak available to US consumers, and he concluded, and I quote, it tasted just like Folgers, stale, lifeless, petrified dinosaur droppings steeped in bath water. I couldn't finish it. But people want it because it's exclusive. Take a look at this.
Wherever I travel, anywhere in the world, I often like to find coffee shops that are off the beaten path. But my favorite coffee location is here in Santa Monica, California. It's called Funnel Mill. The owner, J.C. Ho, has learned a lot over the last few years, and I think he has some very valuable lessons, especially for leaders who are looking to start and grow a company in tough times. Lesson number one, tell a unique story. How are you different? Stand out in a sea of sameness. How JC stands out is he has an $80 cup of coffee. It's called Kopi Luwak. I'll tell you how it's made in a minute, and I'll also tell you how it is. But a few months ago, I was actually nearby, and I was giving a television interview, and I asked the receptionist when I was finished if there were any coffee shops nearby. So she pointed me to a couple of chains just down the street. Or she said you could go to Funnel Mill. They have an $80 cup of coffee. $80? Have you ever tried it? I asked her. No, but they have it. And that's the point. They have it. You know you can come here for rare coffees and teas like Kopi Luwak. It's actually made in Sumatra with the help of an animal. It's called a luwak. And the animal eats the coffee cherries from a tree, the whole bean and all. The bean makes its way through its digestive tract, is fermented, and comes out the other end. And then the beans are harvested, cleaned, ground, roasted, just like any other coffee. $80. They only make about 100 pounds total globally every year, which is why it's $80. I'll let you know how it is in a moment. But that's the first lesson. have a hook. In journalism, we call it the hook. How do you attract people into your business? What's the one thing that makes you stand out? Lesson number 2, ask your customers what they want and give it to them. The reason why we're recording this outside is because JC, the owner, has an actual cell phone ban inside the store. No cell phones, no photography on your smartphones. That's because there are famous movie actors and actresses and movie producers who come in here, and they asked him, can you prevent people from taking pictures of us on their smartphones? JC gave that to them. He also installed electrical outlets near the tables and the couches because they asked for it. He also offers green unroasted beans because a lot of people like to roast their own beans at home. They asked, he gave it to them. They also wanted certain parts of the location, like couches and places where they could have more private, more intimate meetings. JC gave it to them. He knows the names of people when they walk in, and he asks them all the time, how can I provide you a better experience? Ask people what they want. When they tell you, give it to them. Lesson number 3, pay obsessive attention to details. No detail is overlooked here at Funnel Mill. Just take a look at how the coffee is served. It's served on a silver platter with the siphon on the left side of the platter. Even this is a detail. The way the coffee is made with this very rare siphoning system. It takes skill and training, and it also takes a few minutes to make each cup of coffee. But again, that's a detail that's not overlooked. Even the cup, everything is positioned in a certain way. The cup handle is positioned at 4 o'clock to make it easier to pick up your coffee. And when you order Kopi Luwak here at Funnel Mill, you even get a little cigar thrown in. But again, he's obsessed about every detail. JC told me that the details have to be consistent. Today, tomorrow, and next year. You have to have a consistent experience each and every time you walk into the store. So, number 3, pay obsessive attention to detail. And now let's give it a try. I wonder what an $80 cup of coffee tastes like. That's very good. There's only one problem. Every coffee I ever have is going to be compared to this. It's that good. So 3 things, 3 lessons from Funnel Mill. It's been very successful over the last few years. So lesson number 1, tell a unique story. Lesson number 2, ask your customers what they want, give it to them. And lesson number 3, pay obsessive attention to every detail. Be remarkable. Be different.
The big thing is this is exclusive. It's a wonderful word. It kind of has these pictures of kind of inner circles. Only those in the know can get it. So how do you actually provide a level of exclusivity in your business? Now, it could be, one idea is to create some kind of memberships. It doesn't have to be kind of that complex. It could be quite simple, but there is a need to kind of delineate between those who are not in and those are. Now, just as an amusing aside, I don't know whether you've ever seen the film The Bucket List. There's Morgan Freeman and can't remember the other guy's name, but the idea of the bucket list is you made a list of things you wanted to do before you kicked the bucket, before you died. And these 2 guys, Jack Nicholson was the other guy, that's it. They met in hospital and they became firm friends. But Jack Nicholson's character loved the coffee. I loved the Kopi Luwak coffee. And there's this wonderful scene near the end when when it's disclosed to him that it's actually cat shit. Have a look at this.
Read it.
Kopi Luwak is the world's most expensive coffee, though for some it falls under the category of too good to be true. In the Sumatran village where the beans are grown lives a breed of wild tree cat. These cats eat the beans, digest them, and then defecate. The villagers then collect and process the stools. It is the combination of the beans and the gastric juices of the tree cat that give Kopi Luwak its unique flavor and aroma. You're shitting me.
Cats beat me to it. You got a pen? Give me a pen.
Here's the bucket list. Well, want to see more? Cult marketing is going to be big. There's virtually no work being done apart from one or two people that worked on the branding aspect, but no one, as far as I can see, has got any training at all in the cult marketing area there, and it's going to be a fabulous way to get people hooked on your company or service or product offering, and actually kind of evangelize for it like a rabid promoter. So come on over to my site and have a look more. It's www.cultmarketingbriefing.com, www.cultmarketingbriefing.com, and I'll see you on the other side.